Yeah, I think so. She did some crazy stuff to Decca. She would like I knew Kiri. She came over to my house, but trying to she was trying to date me while still dating Decca and didn't tell Decca that she was coming over to my house. It was a lot of insane
Oh
shit.
Lord.
So there's like an issue I had had with her with lying in the past because I didn't know she was in a relationship when she was trying to date me, and I was like, "Wait, stop."
Heartbreaks. Hold up.
She's like, "Well, I thought you knew." And I was like, "How would I know that when you have purposely never mentioned it and called your girlfriend your roommate through our entire
What?
conversation?"
What?
Oh.
Oh, that's so fucked up.
I know. So when she was lying to me about dumb bullshit, I was like, "I need to call this out because you have just a habit of like lying to me for no fucking reason." And she took great offense to that.
Yeah, well, don't fucking lie then.
Anyway, that was a lot of drama. Let's play. Let's play Dress Dead.
Yeah, give me 1
I'm,
second.
I'm sorry.
I paused the stream, and apparently that did something to Anger Sue because it fucked something up, so they have to fix it.
Oh,
Oh.
I didn't want my drama.
What the fuck is
But yeah, Yak told me this a couple of days ago, and I was like, "Damn, Yak, you're a real one."
that? Fucking stone cold.
Yeah, that was pretty king behavior. Give me 1 second. Ugh, I watched a lot more Dimension 20 today. And that fucking clip you posted, Ween, is killing me.
I fucking love Brent.
God
He's so
almighty.
funny.
He's so good.
When he said like a good little girl, I fucking lost my mind. I was like, "No, Brennan."
Yeah, I was too. I was like, oh, Brennan. No,
He's so
It was so
good.
flawless.
it was perfect.
I was watching. I don't know what the show is called, but he had to come in second. Only the second place person
Oh,
wins.
Oh my god!
yes.
And I
Oh
was
my god!
His
dying.
speech fucking destroys me. His speech
Icar-
about mediocrity absolutely wrecks me.
Oh,
the speech when he's figured out what's going on and he's like, Icarus's favorite son flew too close to the sun.
like, how do you become that flawlessly funny?
Oh my
God
god.
damn.
Dude, there's one today where he's playing Guardians of Faith as this. So basically, this cleric is losing her faith, and she has like a book of like world religions and philosophy, and he just has all the Guardians of Faith be like different philosophies and just like absolutely rattles them off the fucking top of his head. And I'm just like, oh my god, this is so fucking good. How do you
Yeah.
do this, Brennan?
Yeah, they're just different philosophers and they throw punches.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
God damn, I was fucking crying. Anyways, let's do a recap.
It can't be me. I've talked too much already.
I think it should be
I
roll
know.
d6.
Wee.
Wait, I know a couple things that happened, but I can't give a full recap.
Yeah, fuck it up, Hawkcock. What do you
Starting
got?
with Briarwood met a not Garrus in the woods.
It's true. It wasn't Garrus.
It wasn't Garrus.
His name is Bart.
Bart, thank you. And then no, don't play. Hold on. I actually have the stream open in the other room on the other tab. And then Isaac and Briarwood had a dinner with not Sasha, with
Oh, Sasha was there.
Sasha
Name
was
is
there,
Lucia.
but Lucia, thank you. With Lucia, but then later Isaac had a dream with the little girl again. Who did she give her your name? I don't remember.
She did, but she implied that she was the sister, I think.
Yes. And then for Isaac to look into Sasha's background. And unfortunately, I made the joke in my head of Sasha Bartygast, and I don't think that's her last name.
That is absolutely not her last name. It is Beauregard.
Beauregard.
It's in chat. In the chat.
I mean, God bless your memory for being bad.
Why?
Continue.
Oh.
I'll tell you later.
Let's see. Then I met with Dr. Vore at the Denny's again. We had a little catch up. Told me not to break into Gene-Co. That's a very bad idea. So of course we need to do that.
We already
But we haven't gone back together to talk about that. I don't think.
No, I don't think we have.
Because I think that session started with you guys in there. Let's see. Told us not to go. Oh, they told me to go to the library and look up Arms of the Asmodai myself, I think. Because I did that. And I got a whole bunch of information from Gwendolyn and a book. And was also told by Gwendolyn to look up more on the terrible fucking memory. What's his name?
Surprised you didn't write any of this down. It was pretty good coming off the dome.
I'm terrible at writing things down.
Me too. I feel that.
That's why the chat looks to be
Bad.
in my notes, which I haven't updated in like 3 months.
I'm bad at it in my own games.
Ermengarde?
That's
Yes,
yeah, that's the
Ermengarde.
name. Ermengarde.
Yeah, to look more into Ermengarde. And that we only did like a very shallow look into him. And she actually promotes me breaking into Jinko. So who knows what we're gonna do. Then the only other thing I can remember is we texted each other to meet at the theater, the trope place. It is not open yet. So yeah, I probably missed a lot, but that's what I remember.
I don't think you really did.
No, I
That
think
sounds about right.
the only other thing was, unless I missed this, I was reading something. I'm sorry. Masayuki called. He got a bunch of names from Gene-Co, and he tried to get a hold of them. And one of the names was Dr. Corbin, which he did call.
Yes.
And then he gave him the name Mothman, and something awful happened there. And he did shield himself from being, I think, fried, telephone fried. But that's probably fine.
That's a moose for Mothman to fuck.
It is.
Yes, I did forget that part. I
I
don't
did not.
remember how Gene-Co ended the infiltration.
We got let go. Ermengarde talked to us.
Yeah, Ermengarde actually gave a invitation to come back.
Oh, there's our in.
Lean's so eager to reach out to the devil's hand.
And now we're gonna meet Isaac, who's gonna tell us stuff. And it all
Indeed.
depends. Everything we're gonna do this session depends on that. No pressure.
Well, not everything.
No, everything.
Everything.
Okay.
You know us.
That's true.
This party's gonna end up in that basement you didn't expect us to be in.
There is an event that happens, and you can choose to do it or not. Who could say?
Oh, Derek. You know we're gonna do it.
But who can say?
Remember in D&D when you said, I don't think you guys are gonna get to this map, but I have made it just in case. It's highly doubtful.
Fucking glad I did. It's not even done yet. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put it down there, and They always get to the entrance if they do decide to be. I thought you would for sure chase the killer.
I mean, we
Not
did.
like, well, you did, but then you're like, actually, what is down this elevator? I guess the glory of knowing you're in a time loop, you can just kind of death run it.
I thought they were trying to go down the elevator with the thief, and
Yeah.
then the thief snuck out.
I had
Yeah.
to be. I had to be
The thief
coaxed
left.
into leaving the thief.
Yeah, because they knew the thief left the elevator, but it was left behind on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Elder didn't want to fight and wanted to get away.
We were also surrounded by a lot of goons, so it was like,
A lot of blood elves.
Hmm. A lot of Silver Moon City guards,
spellbreakers.
because everything
They're
else, spellbreakers. Everything else is a fucking AI image.
Yeah.
So let's have a screen cap from WoW. Let's go. Anyways, all right, you all meet up at Masayuki's theater. What do you do?
So what's up? Where have you been? You haven't called. You haven't texted.
Don't have a phone.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, well, I have a show to put on. I've been practicing.
Oh, you've been here the whole time.
More or less.
Oh. Is Greg here?
Yeah.
Greg, have you just been sitting here watching the show?
Something like that, and you can see like he's got piled up concessions that he probably doesn't own because they're all opened.
Oh, I'm not in roll 20.
He's definitely stolen these snacks from somewhere. You don't know where. Maybe
I-
other people. Maybe the concession stand itself. Who knows?
I'd like to I'd like to roll an insight
An
on
empathy?
Greg. Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Hell. How about a nice 0?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even gonna make Zoka roll deception.
Oh, that's not fair. He might get negatives.
That's
All right.
true.
Mothman, roll deception.
I did not roll negative.
Damn. Hey, you never know.
That's true.
It has to be a hell of a negative.
All right. You have no idea if Mothman is being honest about these concessions or not. For all you know, this motherfucker just paid for them.
Well, that's unfortunate.
He did get a lot of money.
Well, I found the book. I've been active. I show them the book.
Is it the Asmodii?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You're not
Do you-
looking
do you
to get
them
one
the
of those,
content?
are you?
Oh, I've my the
All right. Excellent.
Well, I wasn't, but I was told Ermengarde has one, so I was doing research. And then I'm gonna whisper to Mazda, but you know, there are some really good things in here, you know. Could make it easier.
Oh my god, I have to think about how does those weapons are bad for humanity, but how do they affect the world at large?
Those weapons do not have to be bad for humanity.
It's true.
They
I don't care about
typically are.
humanity though.
Well, they also do not have to be bad. They could actually be very beneficial to the planet and the world if used correctly.
Do I have to do I have to roll something for what I know as far as the Asmodii weapons go?
Give me a lore.
Okay. +3.
+3. You know they are associated with the Christian hell. They are extremely powerful if the wielder knows what they're doing. And basically channel the energy of humanity's sin.
Mm.
Sounds like the perfect thing for a politician to have, eh?
No, I don't think so.
One of them does. What is the time of day, by the way?
I think it's morning. It's not.
Is
This is like the next day.
Is this first? That's why I wanted to make sure. Is this first thing in the morning, or I thought I'd remembered someone saying they were meeting up in the evening, and I just could not remember. But if this is first thing in the morning, then it's first thing in the morning. It's totally fine.
I really don't remember. I've lost track of what time it is.
Then we'll
Yeah,
say
I
it's
don't
first thing in the
recall.
morning.
Because if we're meeting up with Isaac, then he would have come immediately after the breakfast.
Sounds
Oh,
good
right,
to me.
from the dream. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Does Masa have a reaction?
I don't think he wants too much to do with the Christian hell weapons. So I don't think we should be messing with those. Didn't they just cause enough trouble?
I think magically you'd also probably know one was involved in the whole situation here a couple days, like I guess literally a
weeks
couple,
ago.
like a week ago.
Oh, from the eyeball?
Well, yeah, there's that, and there's also obviously the murders from a couple weeks ago, and that how that all shook out.
I had to know about the
But you would
knife, I'm
definitely,
sure.
you would absolutely know about the eyeball too, because in a way they're somewhat your rivals.
Right.
Well, in the wrong hands, yes, but in the good hands, and I put out my hands, they'll be amazing.
Your hands aren't clean.
I washed them this morning.
Rick, I don't think you can call those little grippers hands.
These are strong hands, and they shall hold the weight of the world one day.
You currently have regular human hands, don't you?
Yes.
Aren't you in like a
I'm
polymorph
hot.
state or whatever?
Yeah, I'm hot.
Twink.
Yeah, Zarek has been hit by the twinkification beam.
Happens to the best of us.
Mm-hmm.
It's a curse and a blessing.
You think you can handle one of the arms of the Asmodai?
Of course.
Zarek, you do know you've touched one before.
You know, just like that time you ran off with my damn knife.
Well, that was a fluke. I wasn't ready, but now I'm ready.
Yeah,
I've grown.
After reading about them, you know you have indeed interacted with one of these.
I'm stronger. I'm ready for this responsibility. Also, we should get one of these away from my competitor. Right? Or am I misremembering? Ermengarde has.
Ermengarde is believed to have one of these.
Yeah. So we
Oh,
kill
we
two
found out which.
birds with one stone.
I'm sorry, which one do you suspect him to have?
Let me look at my notes. I don't know. I didn't write it down. But we'll find out.
Should be in Dresden game notes. Thought we wrote it down somewhere.
The knife, the cup, the eye, they're all accounted for. The sword is accounted for. What's left? The mirror?
I could have sworn we wrote it down, did we not?
There is a mirror,
it's literally
a harp, An eye, a compass, a chalice.
Chalice of Avarice, Shard of Hate, Indolent Athema.
Yeah, I
I
have the
have
list
faith,
of them.
Magic
I just don't
Mirror,
have who has what.
The mirror, the
But we know.
harp, and the compass are unaccounted for. Emmerich has the sword. The knife and the cup went missing technically, but somebody's got them. And then the fates have the eyeball.
So he's got
So
to
the
have
mirror
one
and the
of them.
compass one. What's the Indolent Athema?
It is the knife, actually.
Oh, okay.
The one that you all.
What's the Dagda then? Or did I write something down that's not?
I can
important?
tell you.
Dagda,
Dagda.
I have since changed the name, is a harp.
Okay. Okay. Well, does it have anything
what's the
special,
name?
like a title or anything that we
Harp
would have
of
known?
Desire.
Ah, thank you.
I point to it in the book.
Oh, is this the horny item?
It could
Doesn't
make
have
you
to
horny,
be just horny.
but it could.
But it's the most likely to be the horny item. Let's see. Unless you're like
I don't know. The mirror can make
really
you
into your
horny.
own reflection. Yeah.
We're on the same page.
Motherfucker.
Desire could be greed.
Mm-hmm. But that would be Chalice of Avarice.
Wasn't the chalice
Yeah.
gluttony?
Chalice is gluttony. There's
Oh.
actually one of those other items that is greed.
What a terrible name.
What? Someone has basically 4 pages of text that could tell you about these items.
I do.
It's up to Ween if he wants to talk about them.
I was.
What motherfucker
Yeah.
named it Chalice of Avarice?
I mean, avarice, greed and gluttony are not that
No, I know.
dissimilar.
I'm just being a little bitch.
So the cowboys have the Eye of the Fate?
Yeah. Yes, they do.
They basically do that thing that the Hercules fates do, where they all share one eyeball.
That's correct.
Nice. And Emmerich has the knife, the sword, and the cup?
The cup
Just has
was
the
missing.
sword.
You
The cup
cannot
and-
have more
and the
than
knife and the
one without causing
yeah.
problems, if I remember.
No
The
one
knife
has
and-
ever wielded more than one.
The knife and the cup went missing. They kind of got like stolen at the end of the last campaign.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the cup has been purified.
Greg had a hold of the knife, but it got stolen upon transfer. And then we never saw it again. I think.
Shard of Hate is the sword?
Yeah, that's one Emmerich has.
Perfect, thank you.
Does Zarek have anything else to say about these Arms of the Asmodai?
Yes, I think we should also infiltrate Gene Core and find out what he has. Also get more
Oh,
stuff on him.
what an adventure that would be.
Yes. But I think we can do it. In fact, I have confidence we can do it.
Zarak, aren't you a
Velveteen.
sneaky little thing?
Yes, I've been known to sneak around.
I think you would be perfect for it.
Well, we need a team.
Yeah, Zarek's specifically not made out of paper.
That's
Well-
true, I'm made of flesh.
An infiltration
Exactly.
mission. The more people you have, the more likely you are to be caught.
Yes, but you
Trust
need
me.
backup.
No, we'll be back up.
Mr. Massa,
Yes,
it sounds like you're trying to get Zarek killed.
I certainly wouldn't do that. I definitely want him to win the election.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm confused.
To be fair, if you wanted to kill Zarek, that'd be way more fun.
I'm suspicious now. Briar says this out loud, right?
Yes.
No. Are you trying to kill me?
No, I need you to win the election.
Why would Briar say that then?
Briar
Because
says a lot of things.
I don't think having Zarek go into Jinko is a very good idea. And you're kind of encouraging his, delusions.
Now,
I
hold
couldn't
up.
think of a better word. I'm sorry.
No, hold
Delusions
up.
of grandeur.
Stop here.
Now,
How would
as
you
I
call it
told you,
delusion?
Briar says a lot of things.
But I don't think I should go in by myself. I think we should go in as a team, like a SWAT team. And we
I
should
think
raid.
that's a terrible idea.
Well, I think it's a good idea. We don't disagree a lot, but I disagree now.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So who's with me? Raise your hand.
I think this
No.
idea is a bit too dangerous.
Oh. Well, Brian? You'll come with me,
No.
right? Oh.
No.
I don't even look for the high kid.
Does anybody
Man.
raise their hands?
Does Sal vote?
Sal.
Is Sal registered to vote?
I highly doubt Sal would go.
Sal would
Yeah.
definitely be against it. Yeah, like just thinking about it, Sal's like, nah, man,
Aw,
that's
man.
ridiculous.
Oh.
You kidding me? We get gunned down.
I think Jerk would be very
The
dejected.
vibes are terrible.
Zarek, if it makes you feel any better, I'd watch.
No, no one does not Moth-san.
Well, just know it's a standing offer.
So nobody votes with Zarek.
Well,
I would
this is
vote.
disappointment of my life.
Zarek, you don't want to die, do you?
But we need to win.
But you can't win if you're dead.
I don't think we would die as a group.
Well, hold on. The most popular man in history died and then rose 3 days later. I think we can do something similar with Zarek. Right?
What if
Or
you
that-
just
they're
get
the one
captured
guy.
and then they hold you in there?
Well, that's why we need to go as a group. So, at least one of us gets out. Preferably me. But,
This is why no one wants to go with you, right? You're
why?
hinging on a little bit of selfishness.
Oh, it's not complete selfishness.
But it
We're
is
all here to get me
selfishness.
to win.
I'm gonna start smoking.
Oh, you shouldn't smoke inside.
Zarek, please understand, I only contractually want you to win. Under any other situation, I definitely don't give a shit.
Okay, well, what is your plan? What is all of your plan? You're all so smart.
Well, I was just gonna start
sit
stealing
down.
ballot boxes.
Not a bad plan, actually. I hear you can win elections this way.
Now hold on. I do actually think Mawson's got a good idea.
I'm just saying, if all the poll workers suddenly disappear, they may have to postpone the election.
We could do this not legally, but we don't have to be infiltrating and stealing and spying. Plenty of your presidents here have gotten in by registering dead people and pets to put in their votes and just overwhelm the numbers.
Let's just
Oh.
pull a Richard Nixon and call them all commies.
Let's just cheat.
Wait, this was an option the whole time?
Zarek, what do you think politicians do?
Or get a foreign country to do stuff with the voting machines.
We can do that too? I know someone in Britain.
You could storm the mayor's office. Get a rising.
Now, hold up. This sounds way more interesting. So we're rising up.
At his next rally.
Anyway, let's just cheat.
Oh. That sounds way easier than what Gwendolyn is telling me to do.
Who was telling you to do what?
Gwendolyn, the librarian. She's telling me to look into my opponent. Possibly a smear campaign.
Zarek,
Well, we should do that too.
you should know that librarians can't be trusted.
Oh my
Why
God.
not?
Also,
Who does anything as a public servant out of the goodness of their heart?
Well, Gwendolyn is
They're hiding
amazing.
something.
No, I don't think Gwendolyn hides anything. I think she's an
Also-
open book, just like her job.
That's what she
Zarek,
wants you to think.
Yes.
you can do a smear campaign without actually having like truths about the man. Just lie.
Oh, and I give like, you know, when the Grinch gives us a big ass.
Even better yet, accuse them of crimes and then make them true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I like this. I like this cabinet. This group, you guys, come here. Come here. I like all of you.
See, now this is a trick I did back at home when I wanted to fuck with a buddy at work. So I put a bunch of kittens in a sack with a big rock in it, and I left it on the pier where I know he takes his lunch. So I sat there with the camera and waited for him to find a bag with a bunch of kittens in it. And I took a bunch of pictures of him pulling the kittens out and the rock, and I just gave them to the office in reverse order.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Now
saying, it
that's
works.
genius.
Zarek, what the fuck?
Not Zarek. Zokra.
Why?
Welcome
That's
to
one
the
way to
group,
do it.
Carly.
Yeah, that's pretty indicative, actually.
What does Isaac say to all this?
I'm just role playing.
I'm not sure. I don't think he's particularly interested in the election anymore.
Oh dear.
What is Isaac interested in? You did invite everyone here to talk about your dream, yes?
Yeah. Once this whole this election talk, he would tell everyone about it.
Recap. Tell us.
He did already read. What do you mean?
Yeah,
I don't
recap
remember what
it.
she said.
Recap a second time, Peter. It was your dream.
Yeah, recap it as Isaac. Yeah, do
I'll-
a flowing character explanation.
My brain's not good right now. I'm not RP ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, you raid ready, but you ain't RP ready.
Trying to remember what actually happened. Basically, she's not actually the child, which we already kind of knew. I don't remember if she explained why she used that child as a.
Because you're more likely to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She wants us to look into Sasha Beauregard.
Yeah, look into. She's the part of the family, but is being kind of locked away.
Yeah, she actually seemed to imply that Sasha is not exactly who she pretends to be.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I still have the key. I just need to know what it goes to unlock it. Isaac is not sure that he wants to unlock or stop whatever is happening because he knows it's related to a ritual related to was it sealing witches or killing witches? I can't remember.
Sealing.
Sealing. I remember it being specifically witches, but it could just be.
It could be used for any magic. This particular book is literally called The Witch Hammer.
Yeah, okay.
And is an old German text about killing and hunting witches specifically, but this could really be applicable to any caster.
Yeah. I don't remember. Did I ask her about the ritual? I don't think I did.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, next time I dream, I'll have to ask her.
The Moeus Maleficarum is like a real book on hunting witches. I just added shit to it.
Ooh.
Yeah, she also told me not to talk about her to the rest of the family. Or she recommended that I do.
Yeah,
Why?
she seemed to think it would cause trouble.
Probably be bad. So I haven't yet. Although I think they might be a little suspicious because I'm not a very good liar.
No. You, Isaac?
I mean, I don't see any reason for them to lie to us.
Well, there's plenty of reason for people to lie.
Like to win campaigns.
I mean, but I'm sure we could ask Miss Lucia and be like, hey, do you have your sister locked in the basement?
I
And-
thought you did do that.
No.
I don't think anyone asked that
didn't.
directly.
We asked
We
about.
asked
We asked Sasha about
Sasha.
the child base.
Yeah,
That's
if there was
true.
a child locked in the basement.
Well, Sasa told you there is a demon in the basement, and don't
Right.
believe anything it says.
And now I'm suspicious of Sasha slightly. I'm not sure yet. So, Isaac, my intentions are to look into that.
Good shit.
Also, I find your plan to cheat deplorable.
Oh.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
you find a better idea. I'm all ears. Lick.
That's right.
Isaac, it's America's oldest pastime. You can't hate on it.
Whoops. Yes.
Perhaps you should get the support of all of the local wealthy people and influence the election that way.
I
Seems
don't know
money
any.
buys elections anyway.
I don't know any wealthy.
Well, that sounds dirty.
You absolutely
You-
know wealthy people.
We know a lot of
The
wealthy people.
the Hildebrands are literally the wealthiest people in town.
I know. Zarek hasn't met them yet.
Zarek
I'm like-
has at least been on the fringes of knowing who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And I
And-
say, oh, go on. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and you would at least have enough incentive at this point to be like, well, literally everyone else in both campaigns I played in has talked to them, and they are rich, so you could
Also,
probably get an in. Is all I'm
two-
saying.
2 birds, 1
True.
stone. Zarek, if you get in well with them, that might give me an opportunity to do some more digging. If you're my in.
And you know, they already endorse you anyways. That's why they picked you up from Kennywood. They want you to win.
That's right. That's right.
It is a resource you can like lean on a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like the smear campaign right now.
You can do both.
I want to pocket that one. So I think, just from my perspective, I was told there's a child in the basement of the Hildebrands. It would be good publicity, and turns out no child. Actually, waste of time for me. All right, let's go do something else. So I think Isaac needs to show some proof before his rec would do something with the Hildebrands.
Yeah, the crazy old
Yeah.
man having crazy dreams is not a convincing argument, and it's already been wrong once.
Right? Like, that's, I don't know.
Like,
Sorry,
all right,
Isaac.
Grandpa, take your medicine and tell us more
Yeah.
about the demon in the basement.
That's Grandpa Joe with his crack.
I will be doing my own thing then, and enjoy winning your election.
We will.
So corrupt and horrible ways.
Yes, Grandpa.
Well, Isaac, do you hang out?
Probably not. If the discussion keeps talking about the election, I'm gonna go back to Emmerich's.
Okay. We'll fuck with that soon enough. I just need to put you on. There we go. Alright. Grandpa leaves. What do y'all want to do? What's the plan for the day?
Where do we start?
That's
Look
why I
at
told you
Moss
to think
and-
about it. Briar, if you don't mind my asking, what does your character want to do?
Whoops.
I want to dig more into why the Summer Court Queen has let Jinko scientists
Ooh,
do what they're doing, but Briar doesn't
that's
know
real
anything about the
good.
Angel Rocket, and Carly barely knows anything about their Angel Rocket.
I think Zrek brought it up at one point.
I will say, just to keep things like concise and accurate, Jinko also has a pretty prominent space program. They were sending a rocket to investigate a body past Pluto in our solar system. And they were using a new technology that would allow a ship to get there in about 3 days.
Oh.
Which, knowing anything about astrophysics, actually would probably take like years to get past Pluto with what we have now. What Zrek saw, because Zrek used sight and could see kind of the ethereal plane, Zrek saw them basically blow up some kind of extra-dimensional angelic demon to fling this thing into space.
Jesus.
And I think that's pretty much the long and short of it, right? You also got hit by a blast wave, even though it blew up like 20 miles above the Earth's surface. Zrek got blinded and bitched about it a lot.
Oh, it blew up? It didn't make it into orbit?
Oh no,
Oh.
just the sheer force of the blast from burning this angel as fuel. It did successfully meet its target. I thought there was a newspaper about it meeting its target.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they did find that there is some kind of large mass out in the outer reaches of the solar system that about has the same density as Earth, but is much smaller. That's pretty much everything there is to know about that plot beat.
$10 it's the Wandering Jade. Just saying.
Who could say?
Who knows? No color was mentioned.
But yeah, Briar. That is definitely something you could investigate.
Yes.
And you know about the Fay Bar, the Stagger Inn. It's actually fairly close to this theater.
I would go there, I guess.
Okay, good shit. Who the fuck is at this bar? Probably the same people that are always there.
Oh no.
Oh yes, I forgot.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh,
Are
actually.
they still there?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I know 3 individuals that are
I just
usually there.
remembered.
That's all right.
I think I'm in danger.
Maybe a little. There may be 2/3 of a cowboy group there.
Is the Fey Bar a neutral area where like no
It
one
is
can?
actually.
You're fine then.
I don't think
You would know
Burma
no
is
violence
one.
can happen within the Fey Bar. It is a completely neutral zone.
I mean, do they really know me?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know. But they like know me like
That's
on a
Wanna get to
personal
know me
level.
better.
I'm a little guy. It's my
I'm just a little
birthday.
guy.
Come on. All right. Then I guess we'll just go. Sue's character. I want to say Sue's character is making something useful for next time.
A new
Masa,
vape.
what do you want to do?
So I have a plan, but it requires that the play be in order and the stage all set up. So I will probably stay here in the theater and work on that. Let me double check the notes that I took last time. Because I tried to contact all those people, and the only one I was able to like get a hold of was Dr. Corbin, correct? I called like Reynolds and Michelle.
Oh, yes.
Not Michelle, Whitlock.
I guess something to know about that. Reynolds is the only one that has a local phone number listed.
Okay. Do they have any addresses and stuff that I can?
They do not have a listed address here, but I mean, his name is on the sheet. Felicia works at the video store. You could probably,
Oh, Felicia Reynolds.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't put that together.
I think it even says his like charge was Felicia,
Oh.
number 00.
Oh, subject stolen from Gene Co. Research Facility.
So that is definitely an avenue that could be investigated.
Hmm. And then there was nothing about Dr. Reginald Whitlock.
There was
Reginald.
not actually. Reginald Whitlock, you couldn't really find anything on. Did not answer the phone.
What if I go through like if I call Gene Co. and kind of like, oh, I'm trying to get a hold of Dr. Whitlock. Can I go through that avenue?
That's an amazing idea. I mean, not one I had thought of, but I'm not gonna. It's certainly possible.
All right, then while the girls are practicing and everything's happening, I will make that phone call.
Sounds good. Oh, I need to actually make pit crews for these people.
Who's still in my theater when I make this phone call? That's very important.
Do you wait for the player characters to leave? Would be a question.
Yes. I'm gonna use a name that I don't even want that person to be here to hear.
Okay. I would say if you wait for all player characters to leave, it's probably not a problem. But however, that will depend on Mr. Moss-son. What are you doing?
Well, there's nothing going on. He'd probably just leave.
I was gonna ask him to start the smear campaign.
And what do you want him to do?
Well, you know, I think you got this.
Okay.
So against all good judgment, I'm going to let Monson off the leash and go do his thing.
Okay. How do you feel about that, Moss-son? You get to
Oh, he's got
DIY
plans.
smear campaign.
He's got ideas.
Good
He's
shit.
got something cooking. But he'd probably head off to go take care of that then. Did you want to do that now, or did you want to do that after Masa's stuff?
Let's do Masa's phone call. Masa,
Mm-hmm.
you're in here. You are calling the Gene line.
Oh,
You're
I'm bracing
finally-
my. Before we get too far, I'm gonna brace myself in case I get fucking magically assaulted again.
Okay.
So I'll have like a something for that.
Yeah, you could. Are you like pre-making like a shield for yourself just
Yeah.
in case? Okay. Yeah, you can totally do that. You call. You've probably been on hold for like 15 minutes, and finally a receptionist
Fucking
picks up the
outrageous.
phone and is like, Jinko, how can I help you?
Hello, I'm trying to get into contact with a Dr. Reginald Whitlock. I just can't remember his extension.
Reginald Whitlock. Let me take a look here. Who are you?
My name is Gregory Mothson. I'm working on a piece for some of his research.
Roll me deception.
Over the phone?
Mhm.
Come on.
Well, there's a reason
I'm
for
just
that.
kidding.
They're just watching you.
I
You.
got a +7.
Holy fuck. She
Yeah,
would actually say,
yeah, I'm a liar.
"Oh, you're the representative. Are you representing porn?"
Yes, I am.
Oh shit. Well, hold on. She puts you on hold for a moment.
The fuck is porn?
Zokro, would you like to inform the crowd what porn is?
What was it again? God, I wrote it down.
I always forget the
Paranormal,
acronym.
paranormal.
Observation, retention, and neutralization, or something like that.
Yeah.
Can't say yet.
But Masayuki's like, the fuck?
And she will come back on the line and she'll say like, oh yeah, let me transfer you. It's probably gonna be just a little bit of a wait. I mean, you know how it is. It's a little busy down there. Yeah, just give me a moment.
Thank you so much.
Of course. She would say, of course, agent.
All right.
Let me find what would be some like good music
That's
for this shit.
hilarious. Oh my god. Was Moth expecting this to actually open up a door?
He just
Like,
wanted this. This is opening a door he didn't expect, but he is gonna walk through it.
Oh man.
Dude, I have a plus.
Oh, it's so
That's
good.
that's an incredible deception. I'm so glad.
Holy shit.
Okay. Finally, you are pushed through, and you just hear a very deep hello.
Hello. Oh, go on.
No,
Sorry.
What's the name again? Jesus Christ! Forgot my own
Brennan
fucking...
Whitlock.
Yes, it's Dr. Whitlock.
Hello, Dr. Whitlock. I am Agent Gregory Mothson of Porn.
Oh, not an agent I'm familiar with, but done a lot of work with your agency. What is there something you need from us?
Yes, I just my notes are a little incomplete. Seems like someone was a little sloppy with the details. You just can't hire good help these days. I was hoping that you might tell me a little bit more about the Nephilim project.
Give me a persuasion or rapport.
Whoo, doggy. I rolled good, and I think I
hope it's
need
good.
to.
Yeah.
Rapport, unfortunately, I I don't have any points in rapport, so that's gonna be a +2.
+2 is actually not quite enough.
Can I use a fate point to give myself a +2 because I am an actor?
Yeah, I love that. Yes, you can give yourself a +2.
Thank you.
You are a thespian, and they'll say, "Oh, that's weird," because when we reached out before, your agency seemed to have no real interest in it.
The you know how the top of everything is. They have now they want information. So.
That's fair enough. Well, I guess what do you need to know? I can answer a few questions before I have to get back to work.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'd like to know a little bit about some of the names I have here.
Oh,
Specifically, of course, naturally, we are concerned about the stolen subjects, but I also am curious in the ones that you are handing Gabrielle Allison Harper.
say, okay. The ones I'm handling, they're all doing quite well. Each of them has exhibited pretty much exemplary statistics in their chosen field.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
good.
are you familiar with their fields?
No, would you mind filling me in?
I wouldn't. Let me check my notes. Gabriella is the one he would know right off. Well, the one I know off the top of my head. He would be like, well, she's the only one who's seen live combat in the last couple weeks. Went through that pretty smoothly, completely indestructible. I heard you were involved in that, right?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
What were you doing there?
I was ordered by the top to just keep an eye on the situation. The brass was interested at the time, then they said they weren't. Now we are. It's as much a headache for me as it is you. The paperwork is nonsensical.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. God damn it, I have to spread over so many documents. Hold on a second.
It's okay.
I was not expecting this call to happen like at all, but here we go. I need the old Observer After Hours notes. One day I will confine these to one single document.
One day more.
And we'll just have all pertinent information. The fuck is one day more?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying. Okay, so you said he had Gabrielle, Michelle, and Alyssa?
Gabrielle, Alice, and Harper.
Allison. Oh, okay. Yeah, you would say Gabrielle responded very well to her chosen affinity. Alice, we have had a little trouble finding a use for, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And Harper. Harper, I mean, she's assisting us in the election. I'm sure you're informed about all that.
Yes, yes. How is the election going?
Pretty good so far. Tonight, I think it's going to be one of the biggest smear campaigns of all time against Rec, is what it is.
They used our idea.
I
I wish Cirque was there for that.
honestly, I don't even know how much of a smear campaign you need. He seems so incompetent.
He says, yeah, I mean, I don't follow it that much, but he does seem pretty kind of a poor choice, but who could say? Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Ermengarde, but seems a little bit of a better bet than our boys Rec.
Your secret's safe with me. The politics.
Oh, this is
As long as
absolutely a recorded line. Don't worry. They know my stance. He says.
well, that's right. I'm glad to. I'm honestly, I'm very curious what the smear campaign could be. I mean, how much worse of a picture could you really paint?
He would actually say, I don't know. That's just kind of what's floating around the office, to be honest.
I'm gonna tune in tonight and see what what's all that about. And then naturally we have to be curious about the stolen subject, of course. My notes here say it is a Miss Felicia Reynolds.
Oh, he's like, really? You're from the porn society? Roll another deception.
Oh dear.
That's not nearly as good of a roll on
Neither is
his empathy.
mine. 3.
That's actually good enough.
Oh.
So last time on his empathy, he rolled a +4. This time he did not. And he's like, oh, well, I mean, one of the reasons we moved all our shit here is because, Felicia's really kind of come into her abilities. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, he thinks he got away with it. Obviously he didn't, but it's kind of under monitor. Corbin was looking after it, but I guess he got fucked up.
Yes, yes. I did have that she went missing, but like I said, whoever was talking to her just didn't write anything down.
And actually, roll me just another persuasion.
A deceit
For
or rapport.
Give me just whatever's higher.
Well, that would be deceit.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Oh, Koji.
What is
That's
it?
another +7.
Oh my god. As you were kind of lying your way through this, he would say, I mean, look, you like the government agency we've been working with the most. My daughter's like best friends with the girl. It's fine. She's under monitor.
Good. And she's starting to come into her powers. Is that anything to be concerned about, or if she can't handle them?
Oh, I think she can handle them. I mean, hopefully she doesn't get too much, but I don't know. Dr. Reynolds seemed to think that putting her in that movie gallery would help rein her in.
Mm-hmm.
I trust him. He's a friend of mine. I didn't rat him out.
Mm-hmm. And then, I'm so sorry. One final question, because I don't have any information on this. I do have that Dr. Corbin was a huge part of everything that was going on here. What do you mean that he got fucked up?
Oh, so it's 100% Dr. Corbin's research. You fucked him up. Do you not remember? Roll deception again.
Wait, I fucked him up?
Boss son did.
Oh, that's
I mean, your Masa did not, but the character you're masquerading as absolutely did.
A deception, you said?
Yeah, deception.
That's gonna be a +4.
Yeah. With that, he's gonna be like, I'm sorry, I have to go. Good luck," and he hangs up. And the line goes dead.
Excellent.
Did you actually did you Google anything about Reynolds?
I did.
Okay. Continue what you were saying, but you do have a little more information about him.
I was that was such a don't you remember? She died 4 years ago moment. I was like, what?
It's like he got fucked up by you.
I was like, what character am I playing, Nicholas? I was so I had just had like a very a moment. I was like, wait.
That Moss-san went full like
No, I remember.
last action hero in that clinic.
I genuinely forgot I was pretending to be Masa. Not that Masa would know that anyway, but I was like, what? Hilarious.
Indeed. Looking up Dr. Reynolds, you would have actually found that he does a couple seminars at the local college.
Okay, cool. It's what day? I'm unfortunately not keeping track of the days. Would he be at that college now?
What a good fucking question. What day is it? Is it like what, November?
It's
2nd?
We started November 1st, which was I think.
We started on Halloween night.
Oh, that's right. Let me go back a year. November 2023 starts on a Wednesday. I feel like it's the weekend.
If it's not, it's Friday. I think it's Friday.
It's only been we've only been doing this for
I think it's only like 2 days. Yeah.
All right. If it is a weekday and we're just sometimes professors are there on the weekends, I will actually think I think I will head to the college.
I'm going to roll a die and land on a 5, which does tell me that Dr. Reynolds is there.
Okay. Then I actually do think I'm gonna leave the girls to it, and I will head to the college.
Good shit. We are going to move to Emmerich's. Isaac, you go in. Felicia is playing her Nintendo Switch.
Nice.
Emmerich is fucking around on a flip phone. He looks frustrated. What do you do?
Everything all right with you?
Oh, yeah. Honestly, it's not even important. What's up, Isaac?
I have some questions regarding one of the... What are the vampire house called?
Hildebrand.
Hildebrand. I have a question regarding one of the Hildebrand's associates.
Oh? Who is that?
What do you know about Sasha Beauregard?
Ooh, Beauregard. Roll a rapport.
My best stat.
He said that like, ugh, a yordle.
A yordle.
Ugh.
That's a 0. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's 100% a 0.
All right, 0. With a 0, he's gonna press, and he'll say, "Are you? That's not her last name, is it?
Is it not?
As far as I knew, it was Hildebrand."
You see, that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of. I've been told that perhaps she is more than what she seems. and I just can't get that out of my head.
He'll then kind of peer at you and say, "And what's got you thinking about all this?"
I told him about my dream, right?
Yeah,
First dream.
but I don't think you mentioned the second one.
Haven't had a chance yet. I will say, cat, leave me alone. Go away. Sorry.
Oh.
That's a strange thing to say.
Isaac just has a mental break moment. Starts meowing.
That sounds correct.
I had another dream like the one before.
The one where you were visited?
The one where I found the girl under the Hildebrand's estate.
Well, obviously they found out that that girl was fine.
Well,
They
you see,
still look the same?
did she change?
She did not change. She looked
Yeah.
exactly the same.
She visually no, but my vision is now telling me that she is a name that I'm looking for because I wrote down. I can't remember where I wrote it.
Francesca, I believe.
It was Francesca. Good memory,
So-
Carly.
I have it written down,
Nice.
and I have like 3 pages of notes.
Holy shit.
Carly's like me in that.
Powerful.
Yes, her name was Francesca Hildebrand. At least that's what it said.
He would say. That
Now-
name does ring a bell.
Now, Sasha said that there was a demon being locked underneath the house. And now this thing in my vision is telling me to investigate her, or look more into her background.
He would probably say, you said what, the Sasha Beauregard?
Yes, that was the name I was given.
He'll kind of write that down in a small notebook. And he would say, Francesca Hildebrand does sound familiar. However, he looks pensive. Roll another rapport.
Don't be
See
shit.
if you can
this
get
time.
him to spill the tea.
Well, that's a -2. So
He'll probably say, "There's probably something I best not delve into, but be careful."
if you can't help me with this directly, is there anyone you know that I could talk to discreetly? I was recommended that I don't bring this to the Hildebrands directly, so I'd rather not be stepping on too many toes.
He would say, "That's probably wise. If you are insisting on looking in on this." Probably look in the library.
Ah. Many resources to be had.
Yeah, Gwendolyn is pretty diligent on keeping notes.
Well, then I shall be off.
And aside from that, he would say, where's the rest of your entourage?"
Some schemes about rigging an election.
It's probably not a bad idea. He says,
I find myself growing wary of these small town elections. I don't even know if I can vote.
Legally, probably not, but I'm just saying, you I want to watch Irmingard.
Might he be related to these? Thought I heard something in my kitchen. Might he be related to the Hildebrands in this regard?
He would say absolutely not. He would be like, no, certainly not. But him winning would be a big problem, I think.
Well, perhaps when I've finished doing my investigative work, I can swing back around on that. Not sure how keen I am on cheating in an open and honest election, but
I assure you, Irmingard is cheating as well. He would say.
Not necessarily an excuse to do it ourselves, but
You are, I feel like you're a little naive for an old man, he would say.
not particularly. I'm more just being obstinate.
Understandable. And with that, he would probably say, good luck.
And I take my leave. Oh no?
Oh,
You're out of Baja Blast.
I spilled my ice water.
Oh, I thought you Baja blasted all over.
I absolutely Baja blasted.
Baja beefed it.
Jesus.
Alright, we're gonna take like a little intermission, because I gotta dry this shit. Give me a couple minutes.
You sloppy bitch.
I know. Alright, just be a couple more minutes. Okay. Switch out my fucking keyboard.
This was just water.
Yeah, it was just water. My other one should dry just fine.
It wasn't like a whiskey or bourbon.
Good lord, no. Okay. Briar. Actually, move on to you. You go down into the Stagger Inn, which is a Fey bar in town. This is a neutral space for fairy and other magical folk. You go in, it's surprisingly busy for this time of day. And yeah, this gentleman at the counter will say, "Hey, what can I do for you?"
Could I have some wine, please?
Sure, what kind are you looking for?
Oh wait. I'm kind of like a kid. I probably shouldn't have wine.
Are you the fairy equivalent of under 21?
Well, I said I was 50, and I equaled 50 to being like the 10-year-olds in Pokemon where they go out for their adventure.
I mean, Ash is basically 50 years old. I mean, there's no drinking. There's no age law in the Feywilds for drinking. I would say it's up to you if you want to impose that on your character.
Then I will have wine.
All right. That sounds like a plan. He would however say, what kind are you looking for? Like a
Do you have any
red, white?
strawberry Fey wine?
Oh, of course.
Excellent.
It's a pretty nice goblet. Pour it in and say, "So, where are you from? I haven't seen you here before. You're obviously, this kind of bar's clientele."
I'm actually from the Sealy Court.
Oh, how novel.
I actually came into town about a week and a half ago.
Willingly?
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I was promised a wish on a game show and then it didn't happen. And so now I'm getting represented by a Lydia Bloomworth. It's a mess. And I'm gonna take a bigger sip. I hold my goblet with 2 hands like I'm a baby.
Roll an empathy.
What is my empathy? 1.
1? Okay. You get the impression this guy looks a little like, damn, is she okay? As you drink it, he'll say, "You like it?"
It's very tasty, thank you very much.
Of course. Also roll an alertness.
5.
5. You notice these two sit at a table kind of far in the back, but they have not broken eye contact with you.
Well, my back is probably to them, so I don't.
Oh no, just kind of like while you're drinking, you peer over their shoulder. You peer over your shoulder, and you see both of them looking right at you.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's fine.
Who are? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up?
Who are the people? Do you know the people glaring at me?
Oh yeah, it's Zach and Steve. Actually, it's a little uncomfortable that they're glaring that much. I'll go talk to them. And then he would kind of say like, "Do you do something to like, do something to piss them off? Do they look familiar to you?" He would say.
Not at all.
Fair enough. Why can't I put him on the map? Whatever. All right. He's actually gonna go over to that table. Roll a d6.
Come on, kitty paw dice.
Kitty
5.
paw dice. 5. Okay. He's gonna come back. He's kind of gonna service the other individuals at the bar. You see a minotaur, a satyr, a kobold, and a pug with a hat.
I love him.
Name is Sandwich.
His name is Sandwich. Yeah, take a Voodoo Ranger IPA. Actually, give me 2 of them. Fuck it.
Oh my god.
He's a goblin.
And this individual will come back and say, "All right, I talked to him. Did you kill one of them?
No, I've never killed anyone.
Roll deception.
I didn't kill them.
You did assist in killing them, though.
But is it a
Well, I guess
deception
that's
if you
true.
truly believe
I
you did not
didn't
kill them?
Does Carly know, or does Briar know that they're part of that group with? She might not. She might genuinely not know.
Oh yeah,
if he
she might
did.
not know at all. That's a
Am
good
I
point.
still rolling something?
Did you do any damage to that person?
I don't think so.
I honestly can't remember.
Briar was more the healer.
That's true. Yeah, I would say maybe no roll,
Okay.
but he would still ask the same question.
Like if I killed their
Killed one
comrade?
of them. Yeah, if you killed their comrade.
No, of course not. I
Say,
don't think I've seen anyone die. So you know the game show I mentioned? I did. They. There was a lady that was attacking my group and I, and a lot of my friends were hurt, and so I summoned Asmodeus, and they just went wild. And
he's like taking a drink, and as you say you summoned Asmodeus, he like spits it out. Like, what?
well, I got a blue little shard from the Starbucks in hell, and I summoned Asmodeus.
He's gonna roll an insight on you.
That's fair.
You're obviously not lying, and he's like, "What the fuck?" Well, shit. That might be why they're pissed.
Are they? Oh, they're her friends.
Yeah, they're a pretty tight knit group actually. They've been drinking here for a while. She's an unseelie princess.
A princess?
Yeah. The fair Dorcha family.
Oh. I'm gonna take another big sippy.
roll a what's it? It's not constitution. Endurance? Roll endurance.
One.
Briar's absolutely tipsy. You're just a little drunk at this point. And he'll say, like, yeah, she was kind of busted out of there, but she did get back in good with her family and things were working out, but now she's dead and it's really caused quite the tizzy. Had
I
people from
thought
the
you
Sealy and
said.
Unsealy court coming here and talking to me about what happened to her.
I thought you said that she didn't die. She just got sent back to the Fey realm.
Oh yeah, when they die, they get sent back to the Fey realm, but they are reborn. So it is as a random individual in the Fey realm.
Oh.
But as far as her membership to that family, she is dead.
Oh no. I would have lied.
So you can essentially think of it as a reincarnation.
Oh.
But
I was thinking of it as like, oh, she respawned.
no. Not like that. I will say that's usually how it works. There may be a special exception for her. And we'll see how that goes in the future.
I mean, how was I supposed to know that Asmodeus was just gonna kill her? I've never met the guy.
I mean, you know about like Satan, right?
No.
That's fucked up. Well, shit, man. I guess that's fair. That's like one of the big bads for your human religions.
Oh. I've only been in the human realm for a week and a half. How was I supposed to know?
Could happen to anybody. He says.
I
He
think
pours
you're
you another
just
drink.
saying that to make me feel better.
Roll empathy.
Do fives give me pluses?
They do.
2.
Two is enough to know he's absolutely saying it to make you feel better, but he doesn't actually feel really bad for you.
Well, now I don't know what to do.
You would say, well, I'll continue.
Because I feel really bad for their friend dying in front of me. But I needed help or I was gonna die.
It might just be just one of them situations. Why was what'd you do to get her ire?
Well, I'm pretty sure.
It's usually pretty chill.
I'm pretty sure she was hired by Jinko to kill Zarek.
Wow.
And Zarek and I just happened to be in the same game show, and she was just like, all right, free range time.
And then he would say, "Fuck that little dragon kid."
Yeah.
I'll be damned. Wow. I'll talk to him. Maybe this is all just a big misunderstanding.
You already
They'll
talked to
probably
them
still kill.
once.
Yeah, I'll talk to him. I mean, they probably will still kill Zrek and the rest of them, but
Should I talk to them? Maybe I should
No,
apologize.
no. I wouldn't do that.
I don't know. I think it seems like a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Roll a d6.
3.
3? Seems like a good idea.
Okay. Can they hurt me in here?
No, not in here, he says. This is a
Okay.
no violence zone.
What are they drinking? I will bring them a peace offering drink.
They're drinking panther piss. And he'll pull a bottle off the shelf that says panther piss, pour you 3 glasses, and he says they're going to want you to drink with them.
Okay.
I know.
Godspeed.
I'll pick up the glasses and I'll very timidly come over.
Okay. You sit down at the table. They're playing.
Well, I'm
a
not gonna
game
sit
of-
down yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm not just
You
gonna
go-
be like, "Hello, I am here."
You go up to the table, and they both eye you up. One from under the brim of his hat, and the other one is not wearing a hat, but he kind of looks pissed, to say the least. What do you say to them?
I've come with a peace offering.
What do you
I'm gonna
got?
put the drinks on the table.
May we talk?
The blonde one will say, "Yeah, she brought the good shit." And then we'll say, "Have a seat."
Okay.
And he's gonna deal you into a round of Texas Hold'em.
Oh, I fucking love Texas Hold'em.
He says, "Play a round of cards with us."
Okay.
So, when you were down there, you helped your friends kill our friend.
Well, we had just met
You
that
know
night.
that, right?
I do.
I do. I'm so
But
sad.
I wouldn't say they're really friends.
Oh, all right. Is that a deception or is that true? Are they not your friends?
They're definitely acquaintances.
Okay, roll a rapport instead of deception.
Briar's gonna be like scratching at her nails, like as a nervous tick.
And as you look at this one, the only thing you can really see is one green glowing eye from under the brim of his hat, looking right back at you.
What was I rolling?
This would be rapport.
Rapport. -1.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
And as he kind of finishes dealing the hand, you all take a look. There's absolute dog water in the center for Texas Hold'em. Top 3 cards are garbage.
Ugh.
And he'll say, "You see, unfortunately, that makes you guilty by association. Whether you meant to or not, you and your friends killed one of our besties."
We didn't kill her though. It was Asmodeus that did it.
And how did Asmodeus get to an extra dimensional plane of fear? I know he didn't saunter his way up there himself.
There was a little blue gem that came from the Starbucks in hell, and I didn't know what it would do.
Just want to say, they got Starbucks down there?
They do.
Oh, I'll be damned. And then he'll look at you and say, "And yet, you're the one who used the summoning gem, yeah?"
I asked Asmodeus to help us. I didn't know what they would do. I didn't know. I'm very sorry.
Oh, Carly, you're so sad. Me, Derek, feels bad. This guy does not, though, and he would in fact say, "You expect me to believe that you'd summon the strongest of devils against our friend and expect her to make it out of there alive?"
Well, she was
Also, roll 2d6. Tell me the number you get.
Total?
Yeah.
8.
8? Good shit. Do you get more? You don't get more cards in Texas Hold'em, right? They just flip over more?
They just flip more.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, you hold 2 and they flip 5.
So they flip the next 2 cards, and they'll tell you to bet something.
I'm gonna
What do you
pull
bet?
out the last 2 slices of my fairy bread. I'm
Oh.
gonna put it down.
What do they bet? He'll bet 2 grenades,
Jesus.
and he'll bet 1 skull imprinted bullet. As they do that, he'll say, "I tried to kill you and your friends. That wizard you got with you is pretty useful."
Yeah, they're really incredible. I wish they liked me.
Say, by the sounds of it, you're single-handedly responsible for saving their life from fair torture. I think they should have a little more appreciation. And roll another 2d6.
Let's roll these. 10.
10? Holy shit. So both of them put their cards down. They actually have no hand. You have 2 pair. And he says, "Looks like you win this round."
Oh, what does that mean?
You take the pot. He
Oh,
points to the center.
I'll leave the
Briar.
fairy bread and I'll take the other things. Like,
here,
Oh.
you can have this.
Absolutely not, ma'am. Fairy bread's yours.
Oh, what if I was giving it to you?
Trying to make peace here?
Well, I don't think, from what you're saying, I don't think there's a way for there to be peace. And, well, on your end, there will be peace when I'm dead. But maybe instead of
You
it
see
being out
Zachary
of,
kind of smirk at that.
maybe it, instead of being hatred and anger, it can just business.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh. Like,
And he'll take the bread if you give it freely.
I do.
And he'll take a bite of it and say, "Well, good playing with you, ma'am."
okay.
I'll consider what you said.
And no hard feelings on my end if you continue to try to attack me and my associate. It's
Zachary
just
says,
business.
"Thank God. Honestly, big load off my shoulders."
Oh, you
And
didn't have to
Steve-
worry.
and Steve will say, "Much obliged. Take care of yourself out there. We'll be watching." And you see
What?
his eye glow green once more.
Oh, I know you'll be watching.
Carly, add 2 things to your inventory. You have 2 concussive grenades of true damage. And you have 1 hell of a bullet. It is 44 caliber. That will matter because Zokra will try to use it in his gun and it will not work.
Why?
It's not a 50 caliber round.
Concussive grenade?
Yes,
Okay.
2 concussive grenades of true damage.
Do I still have the butcher knife from the Fear World? Or no?
Actually, I think you do.
Okay.
Before we move on, can I send a group text?
Absolutely.
I will send a group text that says smear campaign against the wreck airs tonight. We should probably stop that.
How dare they? How do we stop this?
That's all I. That's no man.
Mothman, you got this.
I mean, Peter Breyer, Zokra, what was it you were doing?
Me?
Yeah, I thought you had a specific thing you wanted to do.
Oh yeah. Time to smear campaign, but I think we have a new plan.
Oh.
I can't
How hard is
destroy
it to get a
things.
Genco truck?
You suspect probably pretty difficult, but not impossible.
For someone with Greg's particular skills?
Definitely possible.
Okay, we're gonna try and get a Genco truck. I got plans.
All right. How do you want to go about doing that? What's the moth method?
We're gonna wait till a truck leaves, I guess. And we're gonna see if we can follow it to find out where they're going, and when they get out of the truck, that's when Greg strikes.
Okay. So you go to the facility. You're watching tons of trucks come and go. You do see a box truck that looks particularly vulnerable. It is leaving the facility. Or did you go there in a car?
Yeah, I guess I have to. Can I
Yeah,
get an
like
Uber
when,
to follow them? I'll give them an extra $10 tip. That should keep them quiet.
yeah, they're as if they were. Do you think they were going to testify against you?
Mm-mm.
Also, I don't think $10 will keep their mouths shut.
It's an Uber driver. They're desperate.
That's
No one
fair.
who isn't desperate works Uber.
Can't argue it.
I feel like that's definitely true.
I don't want fucking strangers in my car. It takes a lot to push me to that point. Especially when it's like kind of a dangerous job. The
Okay.
number of the times Uber drivers get robbed at like gunpoint, not
So
great.
you take an Uber there and you are stealth. First, just roll me a stealth. This is mostly a formality because your stealth is insane.
This song is perfect for this, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Bravo.
Okay. So I got a 6.
Okay, yeah, they got a -1, so I think you're good. Okay, you see a truck that is coming out. It's a box truck. Looks particularly stealable. Looks certainly like the least defended vehicle that is coming in here, because most of them have been armored cars, or just like people's work vehicles, which you don't think would be super useful. What do you want to do?
I'm definitely gonna see if I can follow that big truck and Find out where they're taking it, if it's local.
Are you paying an Uber driver for this?
Yes.
Okay, that will take some rapport.
Oh. If I give them extra money, can I?
How much extra money?
$200. Get them to do what I want them to do.
Yeah, roll me. You still gotta roll me a rapport, but it's not impossible.
Well, that's a flat number on my side, so that's a 0.
A 0? Like, I don't know, man. That doesn't sound legal.
I'm not asking you to do anything besides just follow them. The second I leave your car, you can leave.
Tell you what, you get 300.
All right.
All right. And he'll kick it into gear. And I'll start following him.
Man, Steve was so much easier to convince.
Steve also worked on your case.
And he was an Uber driver. It's all the same.
That's true.
He would do this probably for cash.
Just offer this Uber driver a job.
Yeah.
So yeah, this Uber driver is able to hold a pretty good distance from them. They're going to drive probably for about 4 or 5 miles, and then they are going to hit a warehouse for Giant Eagle.
I'm not allowed to get food. That's not. Can't do that. Or are they delivering food?
They're delivering as you've kind of followed them there as they open up the door. It seems like they're delivering totes to this large warehouse facility.
Interesting. That's something to bring up later. But because most trucks do not actually turn off when they're unloading, since they got to keep the engine running for like usually refrigeration reasons and stuff or something, keep the engine fresh.
Well, it's mostly just for diesel engines. It's just much more efficient to leave them running.
Starting them up is a pain.
Yeah, starting them up is very energy heavy.
While they're doing this, I'm gonna see if I can sneak up to the driver's side and get into the cab.
Okay. The Uber driver is gonna say like, "You done with me? We good?"
I wave him off. We're good.
All right. Thumbs up. He's got his 300 extra bucks. He's gonna drive off.
He was never here.
Roll me another stealth.
All right. I'm gonna use. Is it? What time is it?
I'd say at this point it's afternoon.
Is it dark enough for
Like
close
1
to
in the
shadows yet?
afternoon.
Or no?
No.
Definitely not then.
Certainly not.
Oh well, that won't fucking matter. I don't think that's a 7.
I think that's just fine. Yeah, no one seems to notice you. You get in the door. Predictably, it is still on. This is not a tractor trailer. It's just a box truck. Do you know how to drive? Does Moth Son know how to drive something like
Enough.
this?
He's driven a diesel truck before.
All right.
Did he steal a car?
He's stolen a Jeep before in the campaign.
Yeah, so he knows how to drive.
Both of those things are much different than driving a box truck.
I know.
Now that said, do you just start going?
Yeah, why not? Blast off.
They are still unloading stuff. I'm sure you wait for a moment where neither of them are in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And as you start driving away, they start running after you in a feeble attempt to catch up. Roll me a drive.
That's a 1.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Pretty bad.
Not great.
As you're driving down the road, you do see. I think you're probably driving 5-10 minutes to get back to a fairly populated intersection. There are 2 police cars that are coming, and they're turning down that way. But as they do, they kind of notice you're what's being reported, and both of them start to tail you.
Uh-oh. Well, Time to put into the GPS the local news station, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna take out a building.
Oh,
All right, you're gonna with the local news, like
The one that's the one that's likely gonna air the midnight news for the mayor.
that'd be probably WTAE or KDKA TV news.
Hmm.
Both of those are in Pittsburgh. It's like an
Which one?
hour away.
Which one's the more sleazy?
WTAE for sure.
No, they're gonna catch me before I get there. That's dumb. Hmm. We might have to abandon this plan, but I still want to try for it.
All right.
Well, the plan was take the truck and drive it all the way to the news station, and then drive it into the news station, and then make up some huge story about a disgruntled Genco worker finally taking his revenge on the company by driving it into the local news station. And then I could grab a sample of whatever's in the back on my way out. But we might have to abandon the truck and just take a tote.
Take a tow?
tote.
Tote.
Oh, tote. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Roll me another drive.
That's a 2. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to outrun cops. Well, box truck.
So as you are driving, they are able to pretty swiftly catch up with you, and you do see that two cruisers one is behind you, one is to your left, and they seem to be trying to trap you in there.
You're gonna have to shoot them.
Could Greg shoot them? Oh, that's a really good point. Thanks, Peter. I could shoot at him. Hmm. Would this put me on a wanted list? Would they know what I look like? Have they gotten a good look at me, do you think?
I would say in a cab you are under the effects of a shade.
Hello?
So I'd say probably not.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and shoot out the tire on the one that's pulling up close.
Oh my god.
All
Hell
right.
yeah.
Do you have a silencer?
Zoker is always playing in an action movie.
No.
Zoker truly, every time Moth Sun is like on his own, it's like a fucking 80s action movie.
Why shouldn't it be?
I think it's great.
You got the strength. Why not?
Listen, we're spicing this shit up. We're taking evidence by force. Well, for guns, that's gonna be a 7.
Jesus.
Can't exactly drive well, but he can shoot.
Versus Ian's drive. That is actually not gonna make it. So as you shoot out his tire, he is
Dead.
going to start swerving everywhere.
Not Ian.
And his drive is a 7, so he's actually able to get it under control and like stop before he gets in any danger. But that does leave you with one more cruiser, which is directly behind you. They are now going to pull up and also fire at your tires.
Uh-oh.
Roll me a drive.
So original.
Oh, that's a 1.
What? Okay. You see him from the driver's seat shoot several rounds into your truck tire. They don't actually perforate it just yet, but you think much more damage, and it is going to be perforated.
Okay.
Is your turn.
Ooh, that's an 8 on guns.
My God,
I'm
is this
gonna.
still for the tire?
Yeah. I think if Greg were to kill a cop intentionally, that might be too much heat. You know?
What a shame.
A lot of heat.
It's a lot of heat.
How many stars do you think he has right now? 3?
Well, shooting
He's a 2.
shooting at a cop would go to an instant 5 for real cops. Even if you
No,
don't
if
hit
this was
them.
Grand Theft Auto.
I'm talking Grand Theft Auto rules.
I
I think
know.
shooting at a cop is still 2. If you killed one, it's 3. So we're gonna determine if you kill one.
Did he do that move like where he shoots at the gas can?
So this second shot actually is much more effective. So for Ian, you just kind of busted his tire. This one, you actually break the rotor. So the wheel goes flying off of this car, and it does several flips
Cool.
before crashing in a tree embankment on the other side of the road.
Don't they have a song for when you lose a tire at the NASCAR or something? I feel like they do.
A saying?
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
phrase.
I don't
Who
think
knows?
it's
I don't watch
my.
NASCAR.
I don't think it's my rotor took a 50 caliber bullet.
Carly, you
No?
watch the cars go around in a circle, man. What's the saying?
No?
You watch the
Maybe I
left
don't.
turn competition?
I am forced to watch F1, and I don't know the saying.
Oh,
for it.
F1's different.
F1 slaps. That's fine.
I like the little
Okay.
stock cars
I
that they have at
disagree.
local races. Those are fun.
I'm still like, don't you still go in a circle?
No, F1 is actually like a huge course.
Those have curves left, right,
I have
up,
way
down, all
more
over the
respect
place.
for F1 races than NASCAR.
Those are also extremely deadly.
Yeah,
Mm.
they're like 200 some miles an hour, and if they hit like a flea, they die.
Carly
Their
watches
cars
them
are
out of love
fragile.
to be
Oh,
interested in her.
Is your partner like a big F1?
Yeah, he loves
That's rough, buddy.
Mercedes.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, he's a car guy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just play
Oh,
Mario
no.
Kart. They also have a possible Mercedes.
I googled Goofy
Goofy?
police. I googled
Yup.
Goofy police car,
Yup.
and this is the other one that came up.
No, I don't want
So-
that one either.
So,
Goofy the
this,
cop.
this is who you killed.
Oh no.
This man is dead.
Oh. Well, they shot first.
I don't think that's true.
That's not true.
Well, in
actually.
that specific shootout. The first one was already over.
In that
so it was a new one?
particular shootout, the cops did after
That's
have
nice.
already shooting at another
In-
cop.
in that
Shot the other
in
cop
that
first.
round of combat, yes, they did shoot first. Okay. With that, you have mostly gotten the cops off your trail. Roll me yet another drive.
Oh man. That's 1.
1. You hear a helicopter.
Hell yeah!
I
Let's
wonder if they've already
go!
spotted me or if Greg can find somewhere to hide.
You can never get away from the helicopter. It's too OP.
Okay, so Greg is gonna blast into. Are we anywhere near like the city by this point?
So this actually was delivered quite a ways outside the city. As you know, this research base is also outside the city.
Yeah.
So you've kind of skirted the perimeter of town.
Like what part of town am I currently in? Just like
I would say you're probably a mile outside the border.
But well, helicopter can't exactly do anything to me. I don't have guns. I don't think. Either
In
way,
America?
Huh.
I don't know. I don't know if the cops have helicopters with guns.
I wouldn't take that bet.
What you gotta do is you have to get
Only
under a tunnel
military.
and then steal another car
Well-
from somebody.
That, funnily enough, if there's not a tunnel coming up, which I know there's shit tons in Pennsylvania, so I don't know.
There are hardly any tunnels in Pennsylvania.
No,
No.
more.
There's a
The more.
one of the only tunnels that exists is actually one going into the
Listen.
city of Pittsburgh.
You got more than I do, so.
Illinois is
Oh,
full of tunnels.
There's lots of hills
no
for
funny.
sure.
You could get underneath
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna wait until I find either a tunnel or an overpass to hide under. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do my best to forge like a angry, disgruntled worker note on whatever piece of paper I can find in there. I'm gonna take a tote and leave.
Okay. Roll me another drive.
Okay. That's a 0.
Okay. The only overpass you see is a very small train overpass. And you know this is pretty much the only one until you get to the research facility. Now that said, you want to take a tote and leave?
Yeah, this may not pan out, but it'll make for good news and maybe they won't run the ad then. They got
Yeah,
something to report on, a dead cop.
Yeah, go ahead and take a tote. Don't forget you do have teletims, which will make tracking you much more difficult.
That's what I was gonna plan on doing. I was gonna
Okay.
mysteriously disappear from the back of the truck.
I forgot about your teletype.
Okay, you grab a tote. You click your heels. Where do you just go in the middle of the woods?
Yeah, why not?
All right,
They're never gonna find me out there.
roll me a
There's another
stealth.
werewolf out there.
I swear to God, if a dog man attacks me again, though, I'm gonna scream.
Hell yeah!
Okay, that's a 6.
All right, you run into this guy.
You gotta be fucking kidding me,
No,
man.
I am fucking kidding you. You're good. Yeah, no, you're perfectly fine. Let me just double check. All right.
Hell yeah.
You seem to have lost them. That said, you can probably just hear it from where you were in the woods. There is a ton of emergency vehicles swarming this truck,
Can Greg
including a
walk for a little
helicopter
bit?
making an emergency landing on the road.
If he can stay hidden in the woods a decent amount, he wants to just take a seat and watch and see what they do.
What the fuck does it go?
Well, also roll another stealth.
How dark is it in the woods? Is it dark enough to use Cloak of Shadows?
It's dark enough to use Cloak of Shadows.
Neat. Cool, that's an 8.
Regma-san, there's one cop that sees you.
Uh-oh.
Swinks.
It is this one, who also rolled an 8 on his alertness. He got a 4 plus 4.
He has no proof that I was the individual in the truck. Time to hike it out. Who wouldn't be curious about a bunch of cops showing up like that?
You're literally by the scene of the crime in the middle of nowhere in the tree line watching conspicuously. You're absolutely a person of interest at the very least.
Oh, damn. Well,
So,
anyways,
yeah.
time to head out.
All right. They're going to go after you.
Try and find me losers.
What's your athletics?
You burn the teletips.
Don't worry, I got those. That's a 5?
Okay. That's pretty good. You're definitely making some headway on them. You can still hear them kind of in the distance. Roll me another athletics.
That is going to be a 7.
God damn. All right, well, they got a -2, so you are out of there for now.
Well, damn.
Ian did see you though.
Greg's gonna have to get a disguise. Womp womp. Or just avoid Ian.
Also valid.
Well,
All right.
anyways, time to take this tote back to Emmerich's.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Brian. Zrek, what were you doing?
Wayne might be no
Oh.
longer among us. Wee.
Huh? What?
What are you
Oh,
doing?
what are you doing?
I'm sorry, I nodded off for 2 seconds.
Are we that boring, Ween?
No, it's 2:30. God, I had what I was doing. Oh, I have 2 things I want to do. One, I
Okay.
want to figure out how to stop the spear campaign against me, and 2, I want to look into these where to get these arms of the Asmodai on the DL.
God damn it.
All right. How do you want to go about? Let's do one at a time.
Okay.
How do you want to go about figuring out how not to have a smear campaign?
All right. So Masa said it was going to be aired, so I think the first place I have to stop is the cable station. Like where?
So the most popular news network is in the city of Pittsburgh.
Fuck.
There's 2 of them, as KDKA and WTAE. As
All
I
right.
just told Masa.
My bad.
They're about an hour away.
I'd like to call them.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. What? You call. Dude picks up. KDK, how can I help you?
Jesus.
Excuse
Yeah.
me?
Hello.
Hey.
I hear you are running a campaign tonight and would ask you to not.
What the fuck are you talking about? Hello?
Let's back up.
Who is
Hello.
this?
Oh, Greg Mothson.
Greg, what kind? As far as I'm aware, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You control what goes on to the TV because I have complaints.
All right. What's the
That's
complaint?
well, first I need to know, do you control it?
Me specifically? Absolutely
Yes.
not.
Okay, may I talk to who controls this?
Also, absolutely not.
Oh. How can I change your mind to let me talk to who controls what goes on to the TV?
You want to talk to like the producer?
Yes, them.
You gotta make an appointment.
No, I just want to talk to them on the phone.
That's not gonna happen.
Okay, well, what gets things to not go onto the TV very quickly?
Are you threatening me?
Does that get things taken off of the
Zarek, roll me a rapport.
Mamma mia.
That's a 4.
A 4? He says, I'll take a message for you and we'll call you right back.
Well, I'm
Roll an
calling
empathy.
Okay. An empathy? Well, that's a 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he says,
You swear you'll call me back?
absolutely.
Okay.
What's your number?
Ooh.
Greg Masson, I already got that written down.
I'm gonna give him the the movie rental.
I fucking knew you were gonna get to that. Holy shit.
There is no way in hell I would give him my number.
Alright. He takes all that down. Alright, I'll have the producer call you right back.
What is their name so I know who's calling back?
Johnny.
Johnny what?
That's all I'm giving you, dude.
Johnny the producer? Now that doesn't sound right.
Yeah. Hey, you have a good one. And he hangs up.
Oh my god.
That didn't go so well.
No.
How would Greg get this off of the TV? Oh, I have an idea. I'm gonna go find a payphone.
I'm at a payphone.
And I'm gonna call them back.
Okay.
It didn't work the first time, but second time's always
you dial the number. Same guy answers the phone after a couple minutes.
Hello. This is not Greg Watson.
Roll.
But I have
Roll an exceptionally hard deception check.
Wait, can I finish my sentence?
You've already said your name is Ludwig Moth's son. So you already are using the surname of the last person who called less than 5 minutes ago. So I'm gonna need that deception check pretty much right out the gate.
That's also 4.
Jesus Christ, these dice are going in jail. All right, he
That
lets you
should
continue.
not be allowed.
It shouldn't be.
I love that you don't have the blue dice for this fucking game. It makes me feel so fucking good.
I don't have my
am
D20.
calling to warn you that the building is in trouble and you need to leave.
Oh my god. A bomb threat? Oh my god.
Are you
And
saying
you
we're
might
gonna
as well
fucking...
close it down for a few days.
Oh my god.
He hangs up instantly.
Hello?
He's gonna call 911 though. And
Where are you?
Well,
I
that'll
think
do
I did it.
he
That'll do
saw
it.
the phone number on caller ID. It's the
Well,
same
that was the
person.
payphone.
Oh, it's the same.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. You do use a payphone. Okay.
Are there any cameras around the payphone?
Probably.
Not in the United States. Not in a small town. Probably not.
Payphones are
CCTV.
usually in like, I'm gonna be
Like
offensive a little bit, I guess. Like a poorer area, I would say now,
Which is
because you
kind
do
of
not.
yeah, where Zarek lives.
The only fucking place they're at in Pennsylvania is at Sheets, which is absolutely covered in cameras.
Or like a gas station, which also has cameras.
That's why, that's what Sheets is. It's like a big gas station.
I just assume it's a place where it sells bedding, and sometimes you guys get hot dogs or something.
Bedding.
Because it's Sheets.
Oh,
Sheets with a Z.
Yeah, I was thinking like where payphones are in Georgia, which are shitty gas stations in the middle of bad areas.
I actually say the shitty gas stations in PA, there are no longer payphones available to use.
Well, shit. I guess we have different things we imagined.
Well, with that, we'll say it's at like a Circle K.
Okay.
The cereal?
Well, with that, I'm going to text everyone and say, I think I took care of it. Thumbs up. And then be about my day.
Does anyone question that in any capacity?
No, I don't. I've done all I can do here.
Whew. All right.
I feel while Greg is texting this, Greg is already on the scene.
Oh no.
Just like given timing.
Oh.
Greg is on A scene.
Greg made a scene.
Is there anyone else who has something else to do before the evening sets in?
I mean, I would
I
have
think
gone to the library, but
That's true. Let's do that.
I probably would need to go back to the library as well to figure out more about who owned the arms.
Oh, and I was going to the college.
That's true.
But I know we're running out of time, so
Yeah.
Well, let's kind of blast around here. Peter,
yeah,
what are you doing in college?
not
Or
at
what are you doing at the
college.
library?
I'm gonna ask Gwendolyn about the. Well, I'm gonna ask her to be a little discreet about this because I don't want to get fucking murdered.
And she's
But
like, "Oh, damn! How exciting!"
continuing our previous discussion about weird German rituals. I need to look into Sasha Beauregard, or as you might know her, Sasha Hildebrand.
Oh, spicy. I have no idea who that is. What do you want to know about him?
Who they are. So if you don't know,
Sasha
that might be a
Beauregard.
problem. The
Where are they from?
Hildebrand mansion work as a. Actually, don't know what their title is. Servant, handy person, potential threat to my life, maybe.
Oh, jeez.
Don't know at this point. Kind of a shot in the dark.
Roll a rapport.
My best stat. Especially when I roll great. That's a 2.
2 is good enough. When no one kind of likes you. It's like, well, talking about the Hildebrands, I'm sure you already know what they are.
Of course.
Um,
Rich.
Beauregard. Well, I can tell you. We're talking like Beauregard family.
Yes.
She got a 9 on her lore.
Oh, wow.
So she will say, look, just to give you some direction, the Beauregard family was like a kind of prolific family of monster hunters back in the 1800s and early 1900s, mostly killing vampires, but they really took care of all kind of stuff. You think Sasha is one of them?
Well, that's.
Seems a
I
little
guess
too
what I'm trying to
coincidental for it
infer.
not to be.
Well, if all of my magics is pointing me in the direction of magic sealing rituals, often used by hunters of those sort, and if the Beauregards are involved and they were famous hunters, perhaps I am on the right track of something. Not quite sure yet.
Yeah, perhaps. I could probably get you one of their manuals, but it would be a couple days to get it in.
Is there a online copy? I'm not sure how that works.
I highly doubt it. She says, just kind of like, she says it genuinely taking in your question, like this family's been pretty on the DL.
What about
She
a
would say actually
family
ever since about
tree?
1890.
Is there a
Um,
like family tree genealogy?
I'd say that might be online. You can do some research. In the meantime, I will see if I can get a hold of that book.
Perfect. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course.
And I'll start slowly whittling my way at the computer, asking any young person that's around to help me.
Please, I'm begging you.
I'm so old.
I can barely click the mouse.
I don't know how any of this works. Why
What?
is it called a mouse?
Masayuki, you go hunt down Dr. Reynolds?
Yes.
Okay. I would say, for starters, roll a investigation.
No, I'm in the kitchen. I'm
Oh,
gonna
shit.
be. I don't know.
I'll roll for
Fucked
you.
up.
-4.
I'm
No.
going back. Investigation. Investigation station. Oh, crazy. I don't have that. That's a +1.
All right, +1. That is good enough to, probably after about a half an hour or so
No,
searching.
I'm sorry. +2 because 5s count.
Oh, yeah. +2. Yeah, you're able to pretty easily find that he's doing a chemistry seminar at the Hoffman building. And you're pretty much able to make your way over there as the sermon, as I say the sermon, whatever the fuck it is, seminar would be ending. And you kind of make your way to the room. A bunch of students are clearing out, and you see this man.
Oh, he doesn't look evil at all.
What do you say?
Hello, Dr. Reynolds, I presume?
And he would like to say, "Oh, yes, you. I'm sorry you missed the seminar, but is there something I can do for you?"
Absolutely. I am Greg Mothson from the porn
Sorry.
agency.
As you say that, he would say, "Excuse me." Roll a
Are
report.
you not familiar with my work? A report, you said?
I would say either deception or report. Well, I'll give you your best stat.
Okay,
Because
then
this is
if it's
absolutely full of shit.
what? No, if it's deception, it's a +4.
+4. Okay. He would say, I'm familiar with your I'm familiar with your unfortunately named industry. I can't say I've heard of you specifically though, he says.
Well, agents wouldn't be agents if you knew all of us.
That's fair.
I've been assigned recently, and I'm working on your case, and I'm currently looking into some of the doctors and such that are working on these girls. And I wanted to check in. Are you familiar with the name Felicia?
Roll an empathy.
Bah, 0.
Okay. He'll say, there are plenty of individuals named Felicia. You're gonna have to be more specific.
Oh, I'm speaking of the one with the involved in the Nephilim project. The one that you stole.
You would kind of look around and be like, you cannot talk about that here. And he kind of looks around. Most people have left at this point. He's like, come back here. And he's going to unlock a door to an office.
I am not going to follow that man in because that seems dangerous. But I will hold up a finger and I'll go, this is probably, I assure you this is not probably what you think it is. But I want you to be aware that they know and they're watching you.
He would actually say, I don't know what I think. If you want to discuss it, come in here. I'm not. Do you look like you are worried that he would hurt you?
I wouldn't show that. But I do think it's a bad idea to go into that office.
He would say, look, if you want to discuss it, I'll discuss it in there. I'm not talking about it out here.
Oh.
So that's up to you.
Take him to Denny's.
I'm trying to think what I can do. It
You
just
can also
definitely
just
seems-
roll an empathy.
Oh, that's true. I guess I could also my amazing empathy. That's a -1.
Excellent. You have no idea what his intentions are. I really hit y'all with all the stats that were seemingly useless last campaign.
Yeah.
Great.
All the social stats.
Fuck it, I'll go in there.
Okay. He takes you in the office and he'll just say, hey, have a seat. He'll close the door and he'll say, I don't think you're with the porn agency, but like, how do you even know all this shit? Is that why they moved here? He would ask.
Yes.
Jinko?
Yes.
Fuck.
They are well aware your fellow cohort, Dr. Renagel. Oh, why can't I say this fucking name?
Reginald?
Reginald
Whitlock?
Reginald Whitlock is I believe he said his daughter is keeping tabs on your daughter. Or
Oh,
Felicia.
I don't think that. Her and Lauren have been friends forever.
Where do you think they're getting the information?
That would be absolutely insane, but fuck, maybe.
I've heard it from the
I'll-
man himself.
All right, I'll look into it.
I would just be very careful. Apparently she's coming into her powers.
She doesn't have any powers, he would say.
Well,
She was a failure.
apparently not.
He kind of looks. He actually genuinely looks confused. He would say, what are her powers?
Dude, I don't know. I just have the papers that I have. I am only giving you this fair warning because I am looking into this funny little project, and I know that Felicia, she works for that Emmerich man at the video store.
Yeah, I set that job up ages ago. I pay him to keep her there.
Are you
Obviously, he's not telling me everything.
suppose not. But I would be very, very careful. I'm currently rivaling against Jinko and all this electoral business.
As you say that, you do notice that a TV is on in there. It's quiet, but it's on.
Oh, what's on there, Kerchie?
And right now, it's just the news. But we'll fuck that moose in a moment. Continue.
And I've just wrapped up in this electoral election business, trying to make sure Jinko doesn't have any more hooks in the city. And well, one thing led to another, and I have this information about your Felicia among with several other girls' names, and I was wondering if you could tell me what that is all about.
Oh man, where do I even start? You would say it all started when we found this feather.
A feather?
Yeah. And as he says that, you see the news volume gets much louder. And a news anchor comes on. And why did it scroll all the way up? You hear breaking news. Right now, ring camera footage is showing two large men exiting a vehicle with weapons drawn. One of them is a flamethrower. They are firing upon the home of Howard Ermengarde, who's still inside the residence. And it will show essentially ring camera footage. I'll say currently authorities are on their way to the scene. And if you have any information, please let us know. And in the back of the car that is pulled up to this house on live TV, you see this person.
Oh, well, saves the situation is solving itself.
And that's where we're going to end it for this session.
I guess I wasn't successful.
And originally this was KDKA TV News. This is now WTAE News, since KDKA is under bomb threat.
Koji did tell us 2 different radio or TV stations.
Professor Reynolds is like, holy shit.
Oh, I still vote for him, wouldn't you?
He just looks at you, and that's where we're going to stop for today.
Breck, what did you do?
Well, shit.
Did you start arson?
I tried.
There's your smear campaign.
That's the smear campaign, yeah.
Oh, I see.
That's a pretty aggressive smear campaign. My opponent is burning my house down.
Yeah.
Hey, that's going to be canon in the United States of America.
Yeah, this is no,
it's for the good of the country.
Technically, this is well within the rights of the U.S. president. This is official business. So,
That's true.
Completely ignorable by any court system.
You know what's funny?
This is all legal.
You know what's
Shut
actually
your
funny?
goddamn mouth.
I was sitting here thinking like what I want to do. I'm like, I could just set Jinko on fire. So this
fucking
isn't
funny.
that wild.
They knew.
So if I had set Jinko on fire, then I'd have an alibi where I didn't set this on
No.
What's your alibi right now?
Now you better hope there were some security cameras when you made a bomb threat.
There's no way I could have been at both.
No, dude, you made that call at the Circle K. There are no security cameras at the Circle K. I'm just gonna dispel that right now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You said you did this in a shitty part of town. It's a shitty part of town.
But I did want to go to the library next.
Oh, good luck, son.
I'm glad Ian didn't die.
No, Ian was fine. Ian has really good drive skill, actually.
I like to think that him and Nicholas still text.
Yeah, I would say so.
Because they're friends.
He would just check in. He thinks it's cool to have an overseas friend. He felt pretty cool about being a part of that whole thing.
If he I think staying in contact with him right now is probably bad for Nicholas's health. He's like, dude, someone shot at my car.
Sounded like
shot me off the road.
Do you know anybody who just carries around 50 caliber rounds?
Yeah. Honestly, he probably would be able to identify that it was a 50 caliber bullet because that is
If it's in his
fairly
tire?
distinct. Yeah.
Nicholas
Even if
would
it wasn't in
have
his
an
tire,
aneurysm.
that's a big fucking hole.
Nicholas preemptively blocking numbers for phone calls for lawyers.
So if I get caught, I need a lawyer.
Oh, you Nicholas can't technically practice in the United States.
There are
And he wouldn't
far
do it for
more.
you guys.
There's a
When
lot
you're
going on
anyway.
here that you will learn next session.
Just don't talk to the cops.
This was a good session.
I'm glad y'all enjoyed.
Good
I had
session. Good session.
I had this stinger waiting the entire time.
It's not that out of the question for it to happen.
It's not, and that's why it was very easy to write.
You know, I'm starting to think I'm not gonna win.
I mean, now you just have to prove your innocence.
That's
mean,
not good.
You don't necessarily have to win. He just can't.
Yeah.
That's also true.
If you're the only one on the ballot.
We might be going towards the political assassination route.
There is actually a route in which you could do this that will automatically disqualify him.
He's not from the United States.
Oh my god.
Disqualified
You can
from-
actually be a governor if you're not from the
Yeah.
United States.
You're right.
Or mayor, yeah. You just gotta live there.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually live here. He lives in a different state. His
Different
primary address
county.
is in Florida.
Fucking checkmate.
Fucking got him.
Wait, he has a house that's just on fire, so that dispels that. Fuck. He's so smart.
He is pretty damn smart. I hope it is becoming apparent which arm of the Asmodai he has.
Same one as last time.
The knife.
No.
He's gonna have to kill my character again and turn it into a zombie.
Peter, ironically, you'll never believe where that knife is.
Where is it?
You'll find out one day. Probably.
Oh my god.
I can find it. It's in my chest again.
It has to be the mirror.
Does
Like that's
Steve have
You
it?
would
only
be
one I can
absolutely
think
correct.
of. Yeah. Which is
Yeah,
the
no-
one that Zrek wants.
I would say Zrek, having all the information Zrek does, you could probably deduce that the mirror is indeed what he has.
Yeah.
What does the mirror do again?
So the mirror shows you the path, the best path forward.
That's
To your
cheap.
Shows
best
you the
and most
path to become
powerful
the best
self.
you.
Which is why Zrek wants it now.
Can vampires use it?
No. Actually, I think it was touched on before. Immortals cannot use these very well.
Is that why Raphael flipped out? When he had the
Uh,
cup?
No, Raphael is a very good candidate for the cup, which is why it did kind of work.
Just from his personality?
Yeah.
I wonder if, like, for immortals, like for the mirror, it's loading too much information.
Mm.
I should say, like, vampire immortals are less swayed.
Oh, I see. That's why
But
Larsa was able to use the cup so well.
no, Arso was definitely immortal when she got the cup, but she had the cup for so fucking long that she was exceptionally powerful.
Mm.
Isn't the answer in the text?
Answer to what?
I was
Why
just
immortals
asking
can't use it?
about like why it was because we've had some immortal characters use instruments, so I was just wondering the reason behind it.
I would say, like, for Larsa was actually made immortal by the cup.
Oh.
Raphael, honestly, if Raphael had gotten, like, some of the other ones, they would have been completely ineffective.
Mm. He was
Like,
just really good for them.
Yeah. If you can't tell, these are all linked to the 7 deadly
Oh,
sins. So
no.
Raphael's
I love that
sin
anime.
would not be something like sloth. He is absolutely not lazy, so the dagger would do nothing for him.
Oh, so Nicholas was an immortal at that time. He could have actually touched those things and been fine.
He could have touched them more. Yeah, honestly, like, more than the others.
Oh, which ones
Huh.
would Greg be bad with?
I would say probably.
I know one of them.
They all foster selfishness.
Hell yeah.
Sorry for continuing to like buzz you about what if scenarios. Which was could Nicholas have touched any of them, or would he have been weak to one of them?
I don't know. What was Nicholas's greatest weakness?
Pride.
Actually, I'd say the mirror would be the worst one because that is indeed pride.
Yeah.
The mirror of dominion. And as someone who saw himself as weak and sickly, this would definitely show him the path to be none of those things and be quite powerful.
How fun.
Beautiful.
Yeah, good session. I look forward to next time.
Yeah. I'm gonna head to bed.
Good night,
I'm
Peter.
also gonna go to bed.
Night.
Good night, Carly.
Good night, Carly.
Good night.
Night.
Oh, by the way, as a note, just for fun, Would it be possible for Greg to have made that note of the disgruntled Gene coworker under Steve Jobs' name, since
Oh my god.
he did work a lot of jobs,
Holy
and he
shit.
did go missing, and he doesn't look like he used to.
I'm fine with that.
That's so funny.
He was on the mind since Greg had to take an Uber, and he was thinking about Steve.
WWSD. What would Steve do?
Dude, everyone's just throwing Greg's name around like it's not.
I think that's actually going to be an issue eventually. Because if Greg finds out you've been using his name and it's actually going to have negative consequences for him, he's really not going to take kindly to that.
Oh no, Greg doesn't like getting
No.
up.
Not in this way.
Uh,
Because Corbin's getting back involved. That's not cool. And you're
Oh,
also
yeah.
potentially getting him in trouble with his job.
Yeah, we are.
definitely not
Also,
something you
I'm
want.
also using the agents totally.
Which will be an issue.
Yeah, Huntress is on the way from Corbin.
Dead by Daylight.
Maybe. Oh man. What a good time.
I will
wait
say,
for
I
how
think
we
it's
fucking talk to the Cowboys.
reveals that, in fact, I activated the coin. I think they already knew that, but it's just funny. Oh man, this is gonna be interesting.
I think it's funny is we're so separated in this campaign compared to the other one, but it's still all like integral. Like we're all doing stuff to forward the narrative.
Yeah.
In some way.
I don't even think. By the end of the campaign, the group was very divided. We still seem somewhat together.
That's true.